What's up, friends? It's Volt Firecore. Welcome back to Set Showcase. Now, I've been really enjoying this series. It's very fun to do, and I get to showcase some of the Pokemon that I really like using. Now, this is a Pokemon that I don't use that much, and this is a National Dex only Pokemon, being Breloom. Now, Breloom is actually not inside of Generation 8 OU, since he was cut inside of the whole National Dex debacle thing. But I use it inside of National Dex a little bit, and inside of Generation 7 OU, with some of my gym leader versus showdown. But we're going to be showing you guys, or I'm going to be showing you guys, some cool sets to run on Breloom. Now, unfortunately, I only have 4 or 5 sets on this because I got a little lazy and I couldn't really think of anything else since I don't want to have those weird sets. Like when I did my Dragapult set showcase, I had like that weird light screen thing. I want to make sure this is things that can be used mostly inside of singles. Unless the Pokemon excels in doubles, like Dusclops or something. But I'm not going to cover that Pokemon since I don't do VGC. Alright, so the name of this team is High AF because these are Mushroom Bros. Alright, let's get into the first set. So, this is the Focus Sash Technician Spore set. This is the one I see mostly inside of Generation 7 OU. Basically, what it does is it goes in there, gets a Spore off. If it's slower, it has its Focus Sash, so it's fine. And then it usually, just kind of sits there and lets them fall asleep, where it SDs up, and then it fires off Drain Punches and Bullet Seed. Now, Bullet Seed might actually seem like a weird move to have on it, since it has a Seed Bomb, which is a stronger move, but the Technician boost is actually quite strong in this mon. So the ability Technician makes moves stronger if they are below 60 base power, and since Bullet Seed's like 20-25 base power, it does quite a bit of damage. You do have to rely on rolls, though, so you could either hit 2 times with the Bullet Seed or 5 times, so, you got to kind of make a bet there. But this is a pretty common set, and that's why people like to run Grass types, because Spore is unaffected, or Grass-type Pokemon are unaffected by Spore, since for some reason people can't fall asleep if they're made of grass or whatever, which I suppose makes sense. But this is a very common set, and the one I use most of the time. Alright, the next one is more of a tanky set. Not like extremely tanky, but it has, some capabilities. Alright, so this Breloom right here has the Toxic Orb Poison Heal. So if he wants to just, sit around, he can do that, since he doesn't have to worry about getting burnt, since Toxic Orb poisons him, and his Poison Heal makes it so he heals every single turn. So you could just slap leftovers on him, but I prefer to use the Poison Heal Toxic Orb, since I think it's kind of cool. So this is a bulk up Drain Punch set, where basically you just try to live forever. Now, Grass and Fighting is not a really defensive type, since U-Turn is just flying around everywhere and all that. But if you want to be defensive, you can. Now, the stats on this Pokemon are a little strange. I wanted to do a max attack with some HP investment, and then get to 200 speed. But I would not advise using this entirely, because I'm not really sure why 200 speed is good. I just put on 200 speed because I thought it was like a good number to be on or something, but there's probably a more optimal set if you want to use Breloom as a tankier mon. I also gave it Mach Punch for the priority and Seed Bomb, since it's a little bit stronger than Bullet Punch if he doesn't have the Technician boost. Alright, so let's move on to the next one, which is the Choice Band Breloom set. Alright, so this is a very interesting Breloom. So usually Breloom is associated with Spore, like most of the time. So people sometimes switch in Ferrothorn to eat that up, since Ferrothorn's all over the place, and he's like the overall most popular grass type, at least that I see. And then there's like Tapu Bulu, but we're not inside of Generation 7, we're inside of Generation 8 National Dex, so I don't know what's popular, since I haven't spent too much time in that, but people are usually expecting Breloom to go for something like Spore or Swords Dance, but this dude, he can just freak people out. So he has Stone Edge, Drain Punch, Seed Bomb, and Mach Punch, since I just decided to give him some really strong attacks to help him out taking out some mons. So let's say someone, I don't know, has a grass flying type like Tropius. You can use Stone Edge to catch that thing switching in because it probably expects you to go for the spore or something. And this thing's actually pretty strong if it has the choice band, since it has a very high attack stat. Now you could run an, a nature that gives it plus instead of speed, but I decided to give it plus instead of attack since I really want this thing to hit hard. And then of course Mach Punch, since you need that speed just in case like there's a Cloister at 1 HP and you need some priority. Priority is good. That's why Sucker Punch is a little freaky for me because I always expect people to, well, predict my Focus Punch, no, my Sucker Punch, and beat me up with that. But Mach Punch, it guarantees hits first, unless they have ×2 priority or whatever. Alright, the next one is the Breloom Effect Spore set. So inside of my Chuck, was it? It was the fighting type gym leader. No, it was Brawly, I think. 1 second, let me check. Yeah, the Brawly team. There was a Breloom that is very similar to the one I have inside of my set showcase. So I suppose you could say that I was inspired by Brawly, so thank you, Brawly. But this is actually a pretty interesting set, and I like it quite a bit. So unfortunately, this one does not have Sword Stance; it has Substitute. So this is a Sub Punch set, and I know Sub Punch is kind of dead inside these generations since that was something in like Gen 3 or something. But Focus Punch is a really strong move. At the beginning of the turn, you focus all your energy, and if you get whacked, well, Focus Punch doesn't work. But let's say they go for a Sword Stance, or you have a Substitute up, you're going to be able to do a 150 base power fighting type move, which is really strong, especially since this dude has quite a bit of attack. So he also has Seed Bomb, just because, I don't want to have the Technician, and Spore, since Spore is just something you can do with him too. So let's say you put a Pokemon to sleep. I'm pretty sure sleep makes it so they're guaranteed to fall asleep for at least 1 turn, or 2 turns, or something. You can go for the Focus Punch, and either they're going to switch out, or they're just going to be asleep, and you can Focus Punch them to high hell. Even if they're resisted, this Pokemon's Focus Punch does quite a bit of damage. If it did have like Sword Stance or something on this set, you could like destroy him a little bit, but I don't think Substitute Focus Punch Sword Stance is too useful. But I gave him Effect Spore since it's an interesting ability to have. If people just want to whack you, it makes it so you have like a 30% chance to poison them or put them to sleep or paralyze them with something. To be honest, Effect Spore is not really a good ability to have with Spore, the move, but you could just put on Poison Heal if you want to. Since, let's say, I don't know, there's a Conkeldurr that comes in, you want to go for a Spore on him, but he Mach Punches you, and then he gets paralyzed. That means the Spore is going to do jack squat. So, yeah, probably should switch that to Poison Heal, which I will do. Alright, I switched it to Poison Heal, so if someone has like Toxic Spikes or something, you can heal yourself with that. Alright, so Breloom's not that good, and I didn't really think of anything else to do on the physical side. Yes, I decided to do a special Breloom. Alright, hear me out here, hear me out. I know his stats look really weird, and his attack is still higher than his special attack, but I think this could be an interesting mon if you want to like totally mess with someone. Alright, let's say you have like a Z Fly Landorus or something. I see that sometimes, like a Supersonic Sky Strike on the Landorus to like predict something. Let's say they really want to take out this Breloom. Well, I put Hidden Power Ice, which is a 60 base power move, which gets buffed up by Technician, since Technician buffs up moves that are 60 base power or less. So Hidden Power Ice gets really strong, and he's also Choice Spec, so he's going to have quite a bit of special attack. Now he also has Sludge Bomb and Energy Ball and Focus Blast, which honestly are some pretty good attacks, even though this is a physical attacker. So I gave this the speed buffing nature, since I think speed is more important on him, but you could give him a special attacking nature. But maybe I should mess around with this because it's a pretty funny set, and you could definitely troll some people with your special attacking Breloom. But these Pokemon, well, this particular Pokemon is not as well used as some of the others inside of Generation 8, but I decided to throw these, well, all these dudes in because I really like Breloom, and I think he's a cool mon with a lot of possibility. He's really fast, he has access to Spore, and he has like a bunch of good abilities. Swords Dance, Bullet Seed, Technician, very good. I like him a lot, and hopefully I smack him on some teams sometimes, so we can check him out. But with that being said, guys, this is my Breloom set showcase. If you guys enjoyed, well, I don't know. Leave a comment telling me who you want to see next. I know this video is probably going to go up way later since I don't even think I've uploaded the first video of set showcase, and I'm recording episode 4 or something. But it doesn't matter. I'm enjoying this quite a bit. But with that being said, guys, thank you for watching, and keep on the lookout for my videos.